Today, we're gonna do something manly with cotton balls and Vaseline. Yeah!
Nah, I'm just kidding. Feeling pretty good this morning. So, I thought I'd go ahead and do my simple cotton ball Vaseline concoction. It's very common. Everybody does it. A lot of people do it. And I just thought I'd shoot a quick video on how to do it, and we go from there. Wow, what a start. So now that we're gonna get all the views, okay, here's how I'm gonna how we're gonna do it. I think I'm gonna set up right here. This is just regular Vaseline. It's the cheap version. There's no sense in paying for a name. It's used. This is just cheap cotton balls you can get anywhere. Well, I hope that echo doesn't show up. So you simply take a cotton ball and you take a little bit of Vaseline. You see that? And the idea is you just want to smear it all over the outside, mostly, a little more. Mostly on the outside of your cotton ball, kind of knead it in. But the one thing, I don't actually need to see my face. The one thing you want to do is you want to make sure you keep the inside of the cotton ball dry. Try not to soak it all the way through. And I'll show you why here in a few minutes. So what I normally do is I just knead the cotton ball a little bit more. I just try to get it completely saturated on the outside. The idea is that your cotton ball, the Vaseline will keep your cotton ball from being wet. You want to make it basically encapsulate the fibers with the petroleum jelly. So if your cotton ball gets wet, the inside fibers won't. It'll kind of shed the water, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to go get a cup of water, and I'm going to show you kind of the gist of it. I'm going to set this right here. Now I have sticky fingers. How I'm going to stop the video, I don't know. Stop. So some things that need to be considered is first, not only does your cotton ball keep water out, the petroleum jelly, the Vaseline, it acts as like a candle type thing, and the cotton actually is like a wick, so it burns longer. The cotton ball we're doing, I did a really fast version. I didn't saturate it as much as I normally do, and so it's going to be more susceptible to water. And then the other thought that I had was that you can over saturate them with Vaseline, and we're going to get some water now, but you can over saturate them with Vaseline and they don't have any dry fibers at all, so they're hard to start as well. So there's that.
Okay, what I've got here is a super tactical pink cup with all the little princesses on it, full of water.
And we're gonna dip the cotton ball in it just to see if this works. What I normally do, and you've seen this in other videos, is when I make a few of these, I just take an old pill bottle, because everybody's got old pill bottles, and I just stuff them full. There's probably, I don't know, and probably about 7 of them in this bottle. That's at least 7 fires. And the reason I do this is because
you can't see me.
The reason I do this is because it's almost guaranteed every time that I can start these up with just what I normally carry. Most people
every day carry a lighter. Yes, it's pink. Say something, boy.
Well, anyway. Dropped it. Everyday lighter, everyday carry lighter. No, I don't smoke. Everybody should carry a lighter. We all agree. My buddy Flatlines Up made me that cap. Really like it. Keeps me from hitting the button in my pocket, I guess. And I really like the clipper lighters better because the flint comes out. And moving on, I like the clipper lighters better. I don't have a cap for it, but I tend to carry this one more often, just because it's pink. I see it. I like bright colors. I plan on using this to start my fire. It's a ferro rod and it's on a orange cord, so if I drop it out in the yard I can find it. And it's long enough I can untie it and I can actually tie it around my neck, but it doesn't have to be that long. It doesn't have to be wrapped up or nothing. This is just something I grabbed out of my kayak bag, my canoe bag. I carry it with me along with fire starter. Not the only version. Of course, you carry a lighter. You're supposed to have 3 forms of fire. I usually carry more because, hey, I overpack. All right, I've digressed a little bit, so let's get back to it. Okay, so here's our stuff. One thing I want to say before we start is just a cotton ball exposed by itself. If it soaks up water, if you missed anywhere, it's not going to work that well, and it may be very, very, very hard. You may have to let it dry out for a while to get your fire going. But as long as you've got it in a container, I mean, I could soak that container. Those cotton balls. Can you see the cup? Can't see the cup, can you? Oh yeah, it's right there. It's behind my hand. So those cotton balls aren't even going to touch water. You know, they even float. So that's that. A dry cotton ball is a lot better than a wet cotton ball. So anyway, you're going to start your fire. Oh, you drop your cotton ball in the water. No big deal. It's floating. I mean, it is a big deal, but it feels heavy. I may have let it. Yeah, it's probably not going to work. We'll see. So the idea is you want to, yeah, I let it sit in there too long already. But you want to expose the dry fibers that you should have inside your cotton ball. And there's not any. No, I let it hit the water. So the only way that cotton ball is going to work now is if you have a torch or you let it sit out and dry. So that's the reality of everything, you know. Fat wood, all those things that you can use to start fire. They get wet. It makes it twice as hard on you. Since I want this to be a quick video, you already saw the dunking of the container. So I'm gonna let that one dry. It's really no good to us. But out of a container, I may be wrong, there may be a lot more than 7 of those in there. So, same thing, exactly the same thing. Now I'm gonna open it up. I know you can't tell that those are dry fibers, but those are dry fibers on the outside of this cotton ball. Maybe that helps. You can really see them there. And so it won't take nothing to get this one started. I got water on my fire stick. So let's just move down here where I have a rock set up. Whee! Oh, bumped the concrete. Can you see it? Nope. So, you know, make fun of me trying to start a fire here. So there you go. If you can actually hit the dadgum thing, it's pretty simple actually. You've seen this before. I've done this in another video. If you follow me, you've seen it before. So my hands are wet and covered in moisturizer, aka Vaseline. So everything is really slick, hard to hold. But I got it done with a dry one, dry cotton ball. Came out of the came out of the container. So, right. So what you want to do is you want to keep your container, or keep your cotton balls in a container, but it takes nothing to start them. Just a spark whenever you need them, as long as they're dry. I thought they were the best in the world. Truth is, the wet cotton ball kind of shocked me. I guess I didn't do enough Vaseline on the outside, but you know, that's reality for you. You got to test your things. You got to test the stuff that you do, and that's a test. That was a good test. So there we go. It's just my version of an emergency type fire starter. Something I like to, something I find that when I carry, I do really well with. Easy to start. Yada yada yada. It's just another idea, another thing to put in your kit, another thing to have in your mind. I got water all over everything. And I think the soggy one is not gonna do any good. It doesn't look like it is. So yeah, hey, make sure you keep your fire starters dry. That's all. I'm gonna edit all this together and try to throw something together for you. Hopefully it's not 20 minutes long. That's about all I have to say about it. It's how to do it, and fairly easy to use. Do I need to flex out of this thing? Oh, whoa. I'm in a weird place. I'm in the end of my porch, and it's like a 3-foot drop. So yeah.
Y'all have a good one.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hobie, you silly.